Welcome to Ink2 Video. Every day we break down powerful books into simple stories and show you exactly how to apply them.
Meet Varda. He wants to drop 20 pounds by the end of the month and magically summon a $10,000 down payment overnight. To get there, he relies on a constant diet of shortcuts. He spends his nights scrolling for the ultimate 30-day fitness shred, the secret crypto tip, or the perfect productivity hack. But when the scale refuses to budge by day 4, or the side hustle doesn't instantly print cash, his enthusiasm evaporates. The frustration sets in, he quits, and the search for the next miracle begins. He puts in the sweat and burns the midnight oil, yet he is entirely trapped on a metaphorical treadmill. He runs at maximum speed, exhausting himself, only to step off in the exact same place he started. His financial strategy perfectly illustrates this cycle. He will grind through an entire weekend side hustle to scrape together an extra $1,000, burn himself out in the process, and then immediately blow $200 on a celebratory dinner just to feel human again. This diagram reveals the biology driving his behavior. Down here in the reward center, bright flashes of dopamine demand instant gratification. These aggressive impulses completely overpower the faint, slow pulses of the prefrontal cortex, the exact area responsible for logical, long-term planning. Human beings are biologically hardwired to prioritize that immediate hit. Building sustainable wealth or lasting health requires overriding that primitive chemical urge in favor of slow, deliberate execution. By constantly hunting for a massive overnight victory, Vartha is simply feeding a biological addiction to novelty. That desire for immediate gratification is the exact mechanism keeping him trapped in failure. The cycle finally breaks when he reads Darren Hardy's The Compound Effect. He realizes that massive life changes do not arrive as sudden events, and he stops waiting for a miracle. Instead, he embraces the formula driving this scale. Take small, smart choices, add consistency, multiply those actions by time, and you produce a radical difference. Hardy calls this the choice point. Every single day is packed with invisible micro-moments where you subconsciously decide to either step toward your ambition or retreat from it. Vartha targets his choice points. He skips the $5 premium coffee, packs his own lunch, avoids the $10 deli, and secures $15 a day. To maintain control, he institutes a tracking week. By physically writing down every single cent he spends and every tiny action he takes, he creates a brutally honest record of his reality. This total visibility allows him to pull the weeds. He deletes the apps he scrolls through in bed and replaces that lost time by stacking a tiny win, executing exactly 10 push-ups every morning without fail. The notebook proves that a lack of massive effort wasn't holding him back. His largest life failures were entirely built upon a foundation of tiny, invisible bad habits. Implementing this strategy introduces the most brutal psychological hurdle of the entire process: surviving the boring middle. This is the period where intense, disciplined daily effort yields absolutely zero visible reward. On this exponential graph, early progress appears completely flat. Mistaking this flat line for failure causes most to quit, but invisibly, your brain rewires. Repeating small habits wraps myelin around nerve fibers. This neural grease eventually allows the habit to execute automatically, requiring zero willpower. This biological rewiring creates what Hardy calls Big Mo, or momentum. It takes immense energy to get a heavy flywheel spinning from a dead stop, but almost no effort to keep it moving once it's rolling. Unstoppable momentum accumulates during the invisible rewiring of the boring middle, long before the results become visible. Fast forward 18 months, and the math finally takes over. The painfully flat line suddenly and sharply arcs upward into a steep hockey stick trajectory. That invisible $15 a day, secured by packing lunch, crosses the $10,000 mark. He has his down payment. The same compounding force dictated his physical health. Those daily 10 push-ups, executed consistently without fail, restructured his physique and reset his baseline fitness. His morning commute, once spent consuming toxic social media, was swapped for a daily educational podcast. That steady, compounding drip of knowledge turned him into a top performer in his field. None of these massive outcomes required a lottery ticket, a surge of motivation, or a big break. They only required strict submission to the mathematical certainty of the compound effect. Varda doesn't search for hacks anymore. He understands how true growth operates, making him a master of the long game. As Darren Hardy writes, "Don't wish it were easier, wish you were better." Think about your own daily routine. Identify just one tiny 15-minute bad habit you are secretly engaging in right now. If you allow that specific, seemingly harmless action to compound unchecked for the next 10 years, what does the math say your life will look like? Stop waiting for a magic pill to rescue you. Isolate one tiny positive habit and start compounding it today.
Subscribe to the channel and comment on which point you would like to implement in your life and which book we should read next.